here at home as long as the weather conditions are just right.
Yeah, a rocket is set to launch there this morning, and Drew Anderson joins us now with more on that. Drew, how's it looking for the big launch? Good morning.
Good morning. So it's so-so. Our weather's looking better. Take a look at the satellite and radar picture. We got the clouds breaking up a little bit here, but here's the problem. It's down south in Virginia where the rocket launches. I bet you that lightning with that storm right there cancels things. So there's Wallops Island for scale. There's Delaware. And I was just checking their Twitter this morning, and they were saying last night, you know what, we're a little iffy. They were worried about cloud cover. I'm worried about that one storm. But let's assume it actually does get liftoff this morning. We got an article for you at WFMZ.com, and here is what's heading up into the space, that rocket right there. Kind of crazy that we can see the exhaust from the rocket right here at home, assuming it goes up and assuming our clouds continue to break this morning. What's interesting about a rocket is most of that right there is fuel. What's actually going up into space, it's the little tip right there. There is a satellite tucked away right in the very top. And what's really cool is how quickly you see it. So this is a map for viewing conditions once it goes up. We're seeing some of those clouds from the rocket. So there it is, lifting off right down there. And then about 30 seconds to a minute later, that would be us right here in this purple color. We could see that. So right at 7 o'clock, if it does lift off, this is what we could potentially see in our sky. I've seen this before from rockets that have launched from Virginia at NASA's facility there. You see that exhaust that's come out from the rocket and formed the clouds. There's a lot of water in the exhaust of a rocket, and that's what makes those kind of weird looking clouds with the curly Qs. Or occasionally, if you're lucky, you can see something like this that looks like a UFO, right? How kind of bizarre is that? And we saw this actually back in March. There was a couple of these that just showed up across the Lehigh Valley. This was from a rocket launch that was down in Florida. So NASA will be doing a live stream of the rocket launch on their social pages, including on YouTube. We have a link to that in the article at WFMZ.com. And if you want to see a real deal rocket launch, I went down to Florida, and it is absolutely incredible to watch it. You actually see it before you hear it. You got to check out that video at WFMZ.com. We'll send it back to you, and we'll keep our fingers crossed this morning.
Yeah, Drew, pretty cool that you saw a rocket launch in person.
It's unbelievable. You really feel the roar of the rocket once that sound catches up with you.
Wow, that's cool.
Do the clouds look any different than, say, airplane entrails?
Yeah, so airplane, those contrail clouds that come out of them, they're pretty straight, they're pretty structured. One's from a rocket. There's curly Qs. They're kind of turbulent because of all the winds in the atmosphere. So they're kind of bizarre looking. Take an airplane one and give it some shape to it. You'll definitely notice it if we see the rocket launch off this morning, that's for sure. Ooh. And if there's breaks in our clouds here at home.
Okay, Drew, a lot of suspense as we keep an eye to the sky. Thanks so much.
I never knew I could anticipate a rocket launch so much, other than, you know, Cape Canaveral or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we'll have to keep a watch today, Matty B. Good morning.
Definitely got to keep a watch on. Yeah, good morning, guys. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s as we begin. Some places